Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we are diving into an essential skill that every executive must master, and that is the art of negotiation. So, whether you're closing a big deal, securing resources, or aligning team goals, effective negotiation is an essential key to your success. That being said, let's get started. On today's agenda, we're going to take a look at a high level overview of some negotiation techniques. Then we will dive deeper by examining some advanced techniques. Following that, we're going to take some time to reflect on a real world negotiation strategy and technique. And then I will share some tips for executives, following with my closing remarks, as well as a slide with references. First, let's talk about some fundamental negotiation techniques. These are the key building blocks that you will need to successfully negotiate. Number one, preparation. Preparation entails knowing your objectives, understanding your counterparts, and having a clear plan B, which is also known as your BATNA. In other words, best alternative to a negotiated agreement. Number two, active listening. Now, active listening is not just about hearing words, it's about understanding the underlying interests and emotions of your counterparts. So, ask open ended questions and pay very close attention. Number three, emotional intelligence. Recognizing and managing your emotions and understanding the emotions of others is pivotal to successful negotiation. This helps in creating a positive atmosphere and in finding common ground. Number four, clear communication. Be concise and be articulate. Use simple language to avoid any misunderstandings. This is especially important when considering cultural sensitivity. And number five, flexibility. Be prepared to adjust your approach based on any new information that you receive because rigidity can close doors that flexibility might be able to open. Now, let's take a look at a few more advanced techniques for negotiation. Number one, framing. Framing is how you present your offer and how you change the way that it is perceived. So, you would want to frame your offer in a way that highlights the benefits and aligns them with the other party's needs. Number two, anchoring. Start with an ambitious yet reasonable offer. This sets the stage and can influence the final outcome. Number three, and probably most important on my list, silence. Sometimes saying nothing can be powerful. It puts pressure on the other party to fill the gap. And this oftentimes ends up with that party revealing more than they intended to. So remember, framing, anchoring, and silence. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on a real world example. Imagine you're negotiating a partnership. You've done your homework, you know the other company's goals. So, first, you start by framing your proposal to highlight how it meets their needs while anchoring your initial terms slightly above your ideal outcomes. And this is where we are being ambitious. During the discussion, you actively listen and pick up on a concern they have about resource allocation. Using your emotional intelligence, you address this concern, showing empathy and offering a flexible solution that benefits both sides. You then pause, letting them process the information, but remembering this strategic silence often leads them to reveal their priorities, which you can then use to adjust your offer favorably. Now, let's take some time to dive deeper into the art of negotiation specifically for executives. At this level, the stakes are much higher and the dynamics are often more complex. Here are a few tips tailored for leaders. Number one, Ensure that the negotiation aligns with your long term vision and strategy. It's not just about the immediate goal. Number two, building relationships. Foster long term relationships rather than aiming for a one off win. This builds trusts and opens doors for future opportunities. And number three, leveraging authority. Use your position wisely. Your decisions can have wider implications, so consider the broader impact on your team and on your organization. In closing, negotiation is both an art and a science. It requires preparation, emotional intelligence, clear communication, and strategic thinking. As executives, mastering these skills can significantly impact your organization's success. Remember, every negotiation is an opportunity to build stronger relationships, and practice makes perfect. So keep honing your skills, learning from each negotiation experience, and pushing yourself to greater and new heights. Your ability to negotiate effectively will not only shape your success as an executive, but also create a ripple effect of positive changes within your organization and beyond. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation today. Stay tuned for more insights and tips on negotiations. And together, let's elevate our path in negotiation so that we can create and achieve greater success. Finally, here are some references from today's presentation. But if you have any questions, feel free to use my contact information in the slide previously to reach out to me directly. Thank you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.